We are happy to welcome Christopher Bellis from Chef's Bistro to the set. Good morning, Christopher. How are you?
Good morning. How are you today?
Yeah, it's been a little while since I've seen you. Happy summer to you.
Thank you.
You guys have been jamming over there at Chef's Bistro. Now, this is a great restaurant right on Main Street in North Conway Village. Tell me, when did you start owning Chef's Bistro?
We bought it in November of 2014, so we're just about to finish our second year.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
and I love what you've done with it. A lot of farm-to-table stuff. You changed the whole menu. Mr. Tyler Schwartz is cooking for you and doing a fantastic job.
He is. He's our executive chef, and he's doing a fabulous job picking out the menu. You know, we have lots of things for people to choose from.
Yes.
You know, from small plates to soups and salads to a charcuterie. We have sandwiches. We have entrees in the evenings.
Great. So this is a full-down, sit-down place that you guys can go and check out. Full bar as well.
Yes.
And you guys open at 11 a.m.
We do, every day at 11 a.m., and we're open until 10 o'clock on Fridays and Saturdays and 9 o'clock on the rest of the week. And, you know, come on down, especially today on a rainy day. You know,
Perfect.
it might be a...
If they were going to try one dish just to get in there, try one dish, what would you tell them today?
Well, it depends on how hungry they are. You know, if they were coming in the evening, you know, I would say that they might like to try the ribeye steak, which is truly fabulous and comes from a local farm up in Maine. And then we also have a chicken piccata, which is really delicious. And then we also have a Thai vegetable curry for those that might not be meat eaters.
Yeah. And you do have quite a selection for those that might have dietary restrictions as well.
Correct. We have a wide selection of gluten-free items as well as vegetarian items that people can choose from.
Wonderful. And you brought a couple selections here that look extremely tasty. Tell me what you brought.
Well, on the right-hand side, we have bruschetta that we provide at the beginning of every meal for everybody who comes into the restaurant.
Wonderful.
Which is made from all locally sourced ingredients.
Like tomatoes, you have onions in there. Is it basil?
Yes, a little bit of basil.
All right, great. And who do you bake the bread, or do you get that from a bakery?
We get the bread from Old Village Bakery, which is right here in
Very
town.
local. Excellent.
And then we make it into the crostinis that create the bruschetta.
Okay, and that starts the meal, and then you go into maybe a heavier appetizer.
You could. You know, one of my favorites is the roasted cauliflower, which is local cauliflower that has been roasted in the oven and sprinkled with Parmesan cheese, and is served with a tomato jam, which is really tasty. And
Does that when you roast the cauliflower, does that give it like a nutty taste, or what is the?
Well, the roasting process just gives it a crispness on the outside.
Okay.
So you basically have blanched the cauliflower before you put it into the oven. So it's gotten soft on the inside.
Nice.
You know, and then you put it in the oven and it gets a nice kind of crusty outside.
Great. And you mentioned tomato jam. Is that a sweet jam, or?
Yes, it has a slight sweet flavor to it.
That sounds
you know.
delicious.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm really hungry. Thank you very much, Christopher.
Well, I brought some food for
I
you
know.
to...
Hopefully you're going to leave that because it looks delicious. So we get into entree. You mentioned a couple of those as already, and then you can finish with a beautiful dessert.
You can. We have a number of items. You know, we have tiramisu. We have a s'more sundae, which is a brownie with ice cream and marshmallow and fudge.
That's awesome.
And today I've brought our chocolate mousse, which is served with shortbread and
The raspberries
fresh raspberries.
Amazing.
And a little bit of whipped cream.
Wonderful. And I forgot to mention, you're actually owner of Cranmore Inn, too.
That's true.
Right over on Kearsarge Street. And that must be a great setup, because I think I would be at Chef's Bistro every day if I were you. You start at the inn, great place over there, and then you just walk down the heart of North Conway Village. So if you're around shopping, you can stop in. And it's great food, and it's right there.
Yes.
Very convenient.
It is convenient for our guests at the inn.
Wonderful. Okay, so we're talking, we already mentioned full bar, menu items. You're open at 11 a.m. and then later on Fridays and Saturdays till 10.
Yep.
And then 9 o'clock the rest of the week.
Correct.
Wonderful. ChefsBistroNH.com is the online address. And then one of the big things that I love about your restaurant is you accept reservations.
We do, you know, and you can call into the restaurant, or we have a link on our website where you can make a reservation. You know, there's relatively few restaurants in the area that do take reservations, and so I would recommend calling early and booking early, so that way you can have a table reserved for you, so you don't have to wait in line outside.
Especially at this time of year, and especially today. You don't want to be
Yes.
waiting outside in the rain.
For sure.
Excellent. Do we get everything out there? We get the vegetarian, the gluten menu items, as well as
We did, and we have a wide selection of sandwiches as well on the menu. You know, one of my favorites is the Cuban sandwich, and another favorite is the turkey avocado sandwich.
What is a Cuban sandwich?
Cuban has pork and ham with mustard, and it's served on a baguette. It's a very tasty sandwich.
That sounds very good. What was the other one that you mentioned?
Turkey avocado,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is fresh roasted turkey with avocado, as well as some other toppings, you know, on a whole grain
That sounds
bread.
delicious as well. And we still have till 11 o'clock till I can get over there, Christopher.
Right.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. And folks, you can find Chef's Bistro right on Main Street in North Conway Village. As you're heading north, it's going to be on the left-hand side. And you have right in the front parking as well.
There's street parking. There's parking also behind the building, and you know, there's general parking for the village as well.
Okay, and when you say behind the building, is the road right by you, or is it one building over to get behind the building?
There's an access road right next to our building.
Okay, great. So there's additional parking there.
Yes.
Wonderful. Christopher, did we get everything?
I think we did.
Awesome. Great to see you as
Good
well.
to see you.
All right, folks, Chef's Bistro in North Conway Village. You can find them online at chefsatbistronh.com, or you can give them a ring at 356-4747 to make those reservations tonight. Stay tuned. More of the show coming at you in just a few moments.
Ready to win. We're live, local, and about to give away